YouTube. Ricky Fontaine back with another video of what I like to call Ricky Fontaine on. And what I'm on is the Atlanta Falcons versus the Detroit Lions, where the Falcons break more of the hearts of their fans with a very, very close. It doesn't get any closer than that loss to the Detroit Lions, 23-22. I'm about to get into that for a few minutes here. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. But I would like to waste more time instead of talking about this, but I'm not. Let's get into why we're here. I know. I really don't want to do this video either. I don't know why I'm sitting. Yeah, so Atlanta Falcons lose a heartbreaker to the Detroit Lions 23-22 on a last-second touchdown pass by Matthew Stafford, who had all of this decade to throw the ball and find their tight end open in the end zone. Very, very, very tough loss. Just to kind of give a breakdown on how everything went, it was a very good game by the Falcons, actually. They played a good game, but it's just it's the little things, that add up, that makes it more miserable when you lose a game like this. And I don't care. Detroit Lions, they're a good team, but it's just something about saying losing to the Detroit Lions that still kind of ticks me off. I don't care. Congratulations, Detroit Lions. But yeah, that was another close game that you should have won. Your record probably flips if you win the games that you're supposed to have won, pretty much. Not flips to 6-1, but you'll probably be at 500, maybe one game under 500 or at 500 if you win the games that you're supposed to win when you had leads late in the game. First quarter started off with some highlights. A questionable penalty on AJ Terrell. It was a third down play where the defense held and they were looking pretty good, and AJ came and he hit Stafford straight up. Now he didn't lead. He didn't go for he hit him straight up like you supposed to, and got called for roughing the passer. Biggest crock of crap I've ever seen. And they had the guy, the analyst that's in New York that looks at the replays, come on and say how he agreed with that BS call. They're babying these quarterbacks. I get it. If the call was for me, I probably would have been like, yeah, but I would have called BS on that too. I mean, I want to see a good, clean football game. But anyway, that would have been fourth down, but they got a new, fresh set of downs, and they end up scoring a touchdown the very next play. 7-0. Bad guys. That was the end. We end the first quarter the same score, 7-0. Second quarter starts. Hayden Hurst. The offense really wasn't doing really good until they were locking up Julio, and they were locking up Calvin Ridley. But it seemed like when Matt Ryan started to find the tight end, everything just opened up. Hayden Hurst was awesome, man. The Lions could not do anything with him. Todd Gurley scores for us this quarter, and he scored after a pass interference that was on the Lions. So we got a pass interference call back, because I think Detroit got one at some point in time. But anyway, we got the possession and we scored, and it was 7-7 at that point after a touchdown run by Todd Gurley. All right, so Lions get the ball, and our defense really wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but they gave up some questionable plays or whatever. On one particular play, they left Amendola, one of the receivers for the Lions, wide open to get down the sideline for a huge chunk of yards, and got called for a roughing the passer against one of our defensive linemen, who barely even touched him, by the way. But add that 15 yards to it, half a distance to the goal it was, and he took them down, and they were getting ready to score, and we stopped them on a third down, which led them to like 4th and something on the 3-yard line, and the Lions went for it, and our defense came through and stopped them. I mean, it wasn't. So who was it? Dante Fowler blew up Adrian Peterson. He got in the backfield, and they lost yardage on that. Then we got a unsportsmanlike conduct call after that, because Dante Fowler helmet came off. They say he took his helmet off, but in the celebration you can see that one of the teammates jumped on him and his helmet came off, and yeah, we got flagged for that. Another BS call. I can say what I can say about the referees, because I'm not gonna get fined. They were some idiots this game. Matt Ryan looked pretty good today. One particular play, he looked good in the pocket. He looked like he was dead to rights on the blitz. Whoever Alex Mack was holding in the middle just completely threw him out the way and was headed straight for Ryan. But Ryan looked like he was 10 years younger, man. He stayed open and was able to keep the play alive, where he found Brian Hill for a first down. That was one of our highlights and stuff from the Falcons, and the play continued. Hayden Hurst continued to kill him on this possession, and this drive that started back on the 3-yard line maybe of Atlanta. Now we flip the field, and they're all the way down in red zone now, or the Detroit Lions, and we push it through. A touchdown pass to Calvin Ridley made it 14-7. Good guys. So it was looking good. That took a lot of chunk of time off the clock. The offense looked like it was doing really well at that time. So we're up 14-7. Still no celebration from me, of course. But in typical fashion, Matthew Stafford takes the team down, all the way down in field goal range, where they kick a field goal just before half, and the halftime score is 14-10. Good guys, Falcons. But Detroit gets the ball first in the third quarter. When they get the ball, they score. Field goal. That's cool. Better than a touchdown, right? But it's 14-13. Us at this predicament. Falcons get the ball, we move it a little bit, but we fell on a 4th down conversion on this at this point. And I think we was on the side of the field where we can kick a field goal. We can kick a field goal, but we didn't. And just being aggressive and stuff. Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm not gonna get mad about it, because that's what I say. I'm cool about being aggressive, but we didn't get it. Score remains 14-13, and I'm like, are the defenses this good at this point? Because they were stopping each other on 4th down on each side of the field. So kudos to the defense. I know I harp on they're trying to get better. They just have brain farts in certain part of the game. Then to come down, and the Lions get ready to kick the field goal, but they miss a field goal. So instead of them being up 16-14, the game is still tied at 14-13. And at that point, I thought we dodged something. So we get the ball back. 3rd down for us, and Matt Ryan, I say he looked good in the pocket. 2nd quarter, but not at this particular time, because it wasn't his fault. You got to watch his blind side, and Our O-line didn't protect him, and the guy came around the back and stripped him. It was a strip sack, fumble recovery by the Lions, and it put them in good field goal position. Instead of taking a shot for the end zone, the Lions just did some stupid calling to running the ball and trying to make short passes, but Atlanta defense held up and held them to a field goal. Matt Prater didn't miss this one. So now they're up 16-14. And so now in the fourth quarter, we get big plays out of the offense to move the ball down. The clock is ticking. Everything that Russell Gage came in and made some big catches. He was out for the first half with an injury, and he came back and he made some big catches in the fourth quarter. Hayden Hurst was still doing his thing. Nobody could really hold him, and we moved the ball down. And at that point, I was getting greedy because I wanted 7 instead of a field goal. But now that I think about it, I thought we should have run some more time. And you can see on the play, if you guys can look it up if you care. Todd Gurley did everything in his power to try to stop from scoring, but the ball had broke the plane, and the Falcons went up, and they went for 2. Whether they was going to, if he went for 2, it really didn't matter. You was gonna lose. If you allowed them to score, you was gonna lose on a touchdown anyway. But they went for it and converted, and they were up 22 to 16. And it was like a minute and some change left, and that's all Matthew Stafford needed. So he gets the ball and they go down the field. Even one play, it was like a 30-something yard pass to the 11-yard line or something like that. How does that even happen defensively? You know what I'm saying? How does that even happen? So they get it. They, after some stuff about checking if the ball was caught and all of that other stuff, they get the ball, they snap the ball with 2 seconds left, and they clock the ball with 2 seconds left. And they gave Detroit some time to set up their play. They snap the ball, 0 seconds. Stafford is in the pocket, moving around, tying his shoe, cooking wings, doing all kind of stuff. He had that much time, and he found TJ Hawkinson open for an 11-yard touchdown pass with no seconds on the clock, and the score is tied. Now there was a unsportsmanlike call on the Lions, which pushed the field goal try back to 48 yards, which he missed one from 47 earlier in the game I mentioned. But in typical fashion, they make the field goal, and our hearts are broken once again as the Detroit Lions defeat our Atlanta Falcons 23-22. The Falcons fall to 1-6 on the season, and the Detroit Lions improve to 3-3. And that's it. Tough loss, but as a fan, you just kind of expect that from this team right now. We are in a weird spot where do you trade? Do you still try to run it and see if you can tweak some things and see if this team got one more run in it? I don't know, but I'm still gonna be rocking with the Falcons. We've had our down years, we've had the up years and stuff, and I'm not gonna change. But it's still heartbreaking. Especially when you lose one like this. This week actually, Thursday, we got another one against Carolina Panthers, who lost to the New Orleans Saints today. So it's another chance for us to get a win over a NFC South opponent and just continue to build. You don't know what can happen from here on out. You just take everything one game at a time, and I just sound so cliche, but that's where it is. So go Falcons. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe. Run them up. Representing Memphis and my Atlanta Falcons. I'm Ricky Fontaine. I'm pissed. Chucky. And we out. Maine.